Previously on Bonestell Studios.
Director-producer Dalton Bonestell filming for his current project, Blood Red Mars.
More blood, and the blood spurts!
Oh, ew. Gross, Dalton.
At the Mars Research Base in Arizona.
It's not as scientific as I thought it would be. That spacesuit isn't even real, dude. Someone made that.
Oh my, look, is he?
Looks that way. The student, Ravi, apparently died of asphyxiation.
You said he'd taken his helmet off?
It was like he took it off and then fell over dead.
Nothing about what took place yesterday concerns the FBI.
That's good.
Just saying watch yourself when it comes to dealing with people like the Chambers.
Darlene Chambers is creepy, and God knows what Arvid Chambers has done with those billions in research grants over the decades.
You must be Morgan and Buck. I'm Suzette,
You're Darlene Chambers' personal assistant, right?
metaphysical associate. And this is Preston. He runs the operations here at the Mars Research Base.
Randall and Wendy. This is Morgan Devane, and this is...
Brad Blackstone.
My friends call me Buck.
I know.
The Mars Alliance Society runs an annual scholarship competition, the Mars Prize.
Mr. Vane. I'm involved with someone, and I'm not the kind to...
No, of course not. Sorry. I don't usually come on so strong like this.
Hey, wait, what's in there?
Oh my god, I could get in so much trouble. You have no idea how much I do want to show you, Brad. I mean, Buck. Oh, I can't pass this up. Okay, keep a lookout down the hallway.
Coast is clear.
Okay, quick.
Right behind you. This an elevator? There aren't any buttons or anything.
Nope. We just wait and...
What's happening?
You'll see. Prepare to be transported to another world, Buck. Come on. See? Isn't it magical?
Where the hell are we?
This is Mars. At least the way Darlene Chambers thinks of it.
Oh my god, Astrid was right?
Who?
But I thought there would be machines. You know, like, beam me up.
What are you talking about?
This is a different place. Looks like we're in the mouth of a sea cave at Malibu Beach. Are we outside?
We're about 7 stories underground beneath the base. We just came out of that elevator, remember?
Oh, an elevator. Okay. Holy shit, what elevator?
No, relax. Sorry, I forgot. Down here, the elevator doors look like part of the cavern wall. I understand. It's a little disorienting at first. Just think of it like being at a theme park.
A theme park?
Yeah. I mean, the same people that make those places made all of this. Come on, we can walk out of this cavern towards the beach.
This is supposed to be Mars? With an ocean and a sort of blue sky? Oh, okay, I guess it is like a theme park. I can just barely see that there's a wall at the very back of the ocean. I think? No, wait.
It's really hard to see. It's pretty far away. There are huge artificial wave generators back there.
Like at the surf park. I guess this red glittery sand looks like it might be on Mars.
Maybe in a movie or a video game or something. Nothing on Mars really looks like this book. Not even billions of years ago when there was open water on the surface. I mean, it's cool looking and all, but this is not scientific.
Okay, I've been on movie sets that are trying to be all kinds of places and been to lots of theme parks. But I've never seen anything like this. Are you sure we're not outside? The sky.
The plexiglass dome ceiling is so high that with the gigantic lights and LED projections, the illusion is basically perfect. As to the color, this pinkish blue is nice, but you're right that it's probably not like this on Mars. The only really accurate thing is the sun. See? The projection makes it smaller than it looks to us on Earth.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what time is it?
It's only 2:45 now, but it's almost sunset on Mars.
This is intense. And kind of ridiculous. I mean, no offense, but the Martian base thing is pretty cheap and crappy. But down here? How much did all this cost?
I have no clue. Randall tried to do a calculation based on the cost of building big theme park attractions, but the number he got was too high to be real.
This is way more realistic and elaborate than anything we have in California. They could charge people so much money to see this. But the only ones who get to even know about it are...
friends of Darlene Chambers, basically. And I'm starting to think it's also anyone she wants to control.
Control?
Look, Buck, the grad students and the researchers that come here are basically divided into two groups. The ones who are Marsologists and the ones who aren't. Randall and I are just here for the science. But we're in a small minority now. Last week, it was just the two of us. And some guy named Steve who does a B-movie podcast. All the rest were here trying to get closer to Darlene Chambers.
I have a friend back in LA who thinks Darlene Chambers is like a cult.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like. She's here all the time, holds private seminars with the students, then lets a select few eventually see this place when she really wants to totally enthrall them.
You don't seem totally enthralled.
Because it's all wrong. It's like what we were saying about the sky.
Right now, it just looks like a sunset on the ocean in LA. Except for the small sun. Maybe more purple.
But did you know that to this day, nobody is even completely sure what the sky on Mars would look like to the naked eye? They don't know exactly how to calibrate colors in the cameras on the rovers.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I saw a picture of Mars taken by one of the landers in the 1970s, way before I was born. The sky was pale blue and the rocks were light brown and had this, tint of green. It looked just like Utah, where I lived. But later, I learned that the photo wasn't color corrected. NASA started adding red tint to the photos over the years to mimic what we think happens to sunlight in Mars' atmosphere.
I think I get what you're saying.
I was a little disappointed, but the question is, how much red do you add to the photos? Nobody's sure. Now they think they've been making them too red.
What do you think the real color is?
From the latest images, I deduce that it's kind of a gross, brownish orange. Like vomit, basically.
Ew. Still want to go there?
Yes. That's the point. The only way we're really gonna know what the sky is like on Mars is for someone to actually go there and look. Then we can calibrate the cameras.
Huh.
From that point on, I wanted to study space travel and maybe become an astronaut. It's why I'm here. Well, it's why I'm at the base up there, as cheap and crappy as it is. Now especially because this year's winner of the Mars Prize also gets to be on the first real mission to Mars.
Wow, really?
The Chamber's got a deal with the space agency to place someone on the crew that will launch in a couple of years. So exciting. I know I won't win, at least this year, but it means that having their support can really open doors, you know?
Right.
The Chambers and their Mars Alliance can't achieve all their plans with true believers alone. They need the best scientists. So they let the top students like me and Randall in here too. And we just get more tangled up in secretive legal arrangements while being impressed and intimidated by their money and power.
I guess I can see that.
I mean, look at this place. That pinkish blue sky, this purple sunset, those sea caves, the emerald ocean. It's gorgeous and amazing. And I admire the engineering of it all, but I really don't care about Darlene Chambers' fantasies. I'm interested in real things. I asked Ravi about it, the grad student who died the other day. I asked him why he cared about all this. How he could be so into Marsology even though he's studying science, just like me and Randall. It's like he didn't understand my question. In the end, he said science doesn't have all the answers. I mean, I guess I agree if you put it like that. But it's still gotta be where you start,
I don't know a lot of science, but I work in the movies. I play pretend, and then I go home. I'm used to keeping make-believe separate from real life. I get what you're saying. It's getting dark pretty quickly.
Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. It's the most real-life thing about this place. Look, over the ocean. See? There. And now over there.
Stars!
Yes. The dome becomes like a gigantic planetarium at night.
Lots more coming out now. I can spot the constellations that are super easy. Big Dipper there, right? Wait, would the constellations be different on Mars?
Nope. They're too far away to make a difference. But one thing is different. Look. Do you see there?
Where?
Can I come closer?
Okay.
Now, follow where I'm pointing. See that bright star?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's Earth. Or it would be if this were all real. But no, it isn't. And I know it's not all that isn't real here. But still, it's why I risked so much to show you this place. To just stand together on a beach like this and stargaze with Brad Blackstone. And I can't tell anyone about it. My little secret.
You're really cool, Wendy.
You're not what I expected, Brad. I mean, Buck.
Brad's okay.
Oh my god, we should go. Don't want anyone to start looking for us. Come on, back to the caves.
And that concludes the tour of the Martian Research Base. Please consider an online donation. Don't forget to like us on social media, yada yada. Pleasure to meet you, Buck. Miss Devane.
It was nice meeting you.
Oh man, the base is so cool. Wendy showed me all this amazing Mars tech, and we talked about my movies, and I had a great time. The whole murder thing kind of dampens the mood, but...
Really? I think this place is weird. It feels like everyone's hiding something.
Then it didn't work out with Preston?
It was a total disaster.
But you were so confident in your, feminine wiles and whatever.
I failed. Spectacularly. I started to flirt with Preston, and the guy clammed up. I was mortified. I once had to do a Black Friday commercial where I was dressed up as a sexy turkey, and that was still less embarrassing than the look on Preston's face when I suggested we go somewhere private.
Go somewhere private? That's from like the 1970s, or a daytime soap. Not that sexy.
Well, I thought the only private place would be that secret room. Anyway, I've learned not to assume the worst in single men, I guess. Actually, Preston's not even single. Or he is single and he made up an imaginary girlfriend because he found my advances so repulsive.
Sorry, Morgan. You're still super pretty and all.
I know, thanks. I'm just going to repress this memory to the back of my mind and hope I never run into Preston again. I guess we'll have to tell Dalton we didn't get into the secret room.
Oh, I got in.
What?
Yeah, Wendy was actually really cool and we totally hit it off. And she let me in. She's not even into the whole Marsology thing. She just wants to be a space scientist. And the Chambers are rich enough to help her. Crap, I should have asked for her number.
Buck, that's huge! What was in... Wait, no. I'm calling Dalton, and you can tell everyone about it at the studio.
This futuristic living room set looks great, Astrid.
Thanks. It's all about the lighting,
Well, let's hope Darlene Chambers likes it. Is everything ready over on the Mars set?
Yep. I'll run camera 1 for Darlene here on Earth, and the local union guys on camera 2 to shoot Spencer on the Mars set at the same time. There's a 2-way video feed, so we can see Spencer on this monitor.
Hello?
I thought you couldn't have a 2-way call to Mars.
They're not really talking to each other, Herman. It's in the script.
I'm not in this scene. Why would I read it?
We're just filming it this way to save time, my man.
Great work, Astrid. I'll stay here so I can direct Darlene.
Looks like Her Majesty's done with costume and makeup.
Well, here I am. How do I look? Am I ready for my big screen debut?
Positively stellar. All right, Mrs. Chambers, here's the scene. You're Commander Palmer's wife. You're stuck on Earth millions of miles from your husband and only just hearing about the horrible alien attacks that have befallen Mars. This transmission may be your last chance to send him a message.
Yes. I am a pioneer in Mars literature. I think I can grasp the motivations of my character.
Then I leave it in your capable hands. Take your position here in this chair.
Oh, how charming. I think I had one of these in the 80s.
And look straight at this camera.
I see, yes, very good.
Great. Okay. Positions. Pictures up, everyone. Camera 1 rolling.
Rolling.
Camera 2.
Camera 2 rolling.
Sound.
Blood Red Mars, scene 28F, take 1.
And action.
Oh, Palmer, my sweet Palmer, is it true what the news is saying? Has Mars been overrun with parasites?
Darling?
Oh, I can't imagine the bloodshed raining down upon you. Please, be safe.
I'm trying. By God, am I trying.
If I could only hear your voice once more. If I could just taste your lips upon my own. Oh, my night sky, my comet man. How can I go on without you?
I'm here, my sweet. I'm far, but I'm also here.
I can only hope this message reaches you in time before those vile creatures. Oh, stars, I can't bear it.
Why must such cruelty be wrought upon mine soul? Is it not enough to watch every member of my crew perish? Must this transmission be the last time I ever hear my sweet wife's voice?
Oh, Palmer, come home, Palmer.
Darlene's real emotional.
She's acting.
Guess when you're funding the movie, you can act however you want.
We'll spruce up the footage in the edit. Make it more flattering.
Make what more flattering?
Nothing. God, you're quiet.
I know you're in the middle of a take. I'm trying to be cognizant of my volume. I take it production's coming along smoothly?
Please, walk with me a little this way. You're Darlene's assistant, right?
Suzette Saunders, metaphysical associate.
I see. It says that right here on your card. Thanks. Must be a lot of responsibility.
I handle it.
Seems like she'd be tough to work for.
She's a dream.
But demanding?
Demanding dreams are the only ones worth having.
Is that from a Marsology book?
No, it's from me, just now.
Poetic.
Herman? I think they might need you over on the Mars set.
Sure, boss.
Mr. Bonestell.
Yeah?
Why is Mrs. Chambers wearing silver lipstick?
Because it's the future. Every respectable woman in the future wears silver lipstick.
And you didn't think about how this would reflect on her public image? Mrs. Chambers is the face of Marsology.
I'm aware.
Are you?
I'm sorry?
Because you had the audacity to put her in silver lipstick. What's next? Are you going to shave her head?
Huh. No, but now that you mention it...
Is this a joke to you, Mr. Bonestell?
Of course not.
Clearly, you do not understand that Mrs. Chambers has a reputation to uphold. She needs to look her absolute best. Not just because that is what she deserves, but to set an example to those who look to her for guidance. As her metaphysical associate, I cannot allow her to appear on screen looking like a space clown. Change the makeup. Now.
We're in the middle of filming. We don't have time to...
I suggest you make time.
Darlene doesn't seem to take issue with the makeup.
Because Mrs. Chambers does not have the time to contend with insignificant earthlings like you. Change it.
And what if I don't?
Then perhaps I ought to have a nice long chat with the Chambers about pulling their funding for your little vanity project.
Cut!
What the hell, man? That was a decent take.
Can we get Darlene in a different shade of lipstick?
Why?
Creative differences.
Her colors are coral and dusty rose.
Uh-huh.
Back to one.
I'm so glad you're capable of compromise, Mr. Bonestell.
Sure.
Well, how did I do?
Wonderful. I think one more take and we should be done for the day.
Mrs. Chambers, your husband's waiting in the studio lobby.
Oh, go get him. I want him to see the sets.
A splendid idea.
How long has Suzette been your, metaphysical associate?
She's the shining star of the Mars Alliance Society. Why, Suzette's been with us since she was fresh out of college. She's the one who created the Mars Prize.
What is that, exactly?
Oh, it's illustrious. It's a scholarship competition exclusive to students involved in the Mars Alliance Society, one of the highest honors they can attain. They receive a research grant and a very generous cash prize that they can spend as they please. We throw a huge gala to celebrate. Last year's was splendid. It was, still is really, Suzette's passion project. Aside from Marsology itself, of course.
Huh. She's very dedicated.
But of course, not everyone makes it to the position of metaphysical associate, and Suzette's devoted herself to the core tenets of Marsology.
And what would those be?
Interested are we, Dalton? Well, to truly understand, I'd recommend taking a few of our courses. We offer a discount to people in the film industry. Oh, Arvie, there you are.
I'm coming. Don't rush me, Suzette.
Of course, Mr. Chambers. As you can see, while that part of the studio has been made to look like the Mars base, over here, they've made a set to look like a home of the future.
Looks more like a freaky, cheap discotheque.
Arvid Chambers? Dalton Bonestell. It's a pleasure to...
Who is this yahoo, and why am I expected to talk to him?
This is the director of Blood Red Mars, remember? The one who did Blood Bakery?
And the reptilian Adonis.
Haven't heard of a single one of them.
I have no interest in appealing to mass audiences.
Sounds like that's not a problem.
Oh, Arvie, don't be so harsh on Dalton. He's a darling to work with. And once the movie premieres, think of all the interest it'll drum up for our endeavors.
An excellent point, Mrs. Chambers. I'm thinking of posting recruiters outside the premiere.
Your what?
Blood Red Mars. What kind of title is that?
It refers to the final shot of the movie, when we pull back on Palmer bleeding out into the red sands of Mars.
It's gruesome in a rather beautiful way, don't you think, Arvie?
And completely unrealistic. I'm not surprised. I know you movie types don't go in for scientific accuracy.
Oh, ignore him, Dalton. He gets so crabby over scientific details.
Because these damn movies give people the wrong idea. Space isn't tinfoil suits and instant teleportation. It's hard. It takes guts as well as brains. The masses wouldn't know what real space travel was like if you crammed them in a rocket and blasted them to the moon.
Oh, it's just semantics, darling. Dalton's creating a Mars that people want to see. It's not like the one in my novels, but it's the same kind of thing, surely.
While I have the both of you here, I wanted to run something by you. We'll be finished ahead of schedule, and I'd like to use our last day in the TV studio to film a memorial for Ravi. I was wondering if the Mars Alliance Society would like to co-host the event.
How thoughtful. Anything to honor Ravi's memory.
Which one is Ravi again?
The tall, lanky one who died at the base, Arvie?
I thought that was Travis.
No, Travis is the one with ill-fitting clothes.
That's most of them. Why should I care?
The memorial footage could help with fundraising for the Mars Alliance Society. We feel terrible that Robbie's death occurred while we were filming at the base. With help from the society...
Are you asking for money, Bonestell?
It would be nice if you could cover the costs.
We do have the funds in our annual budget, Mr. Chambers, and it could help smooth over any challenges to the society's reputation and legal position, which might be presented by the incident.
Exactly. Everybody wins.
You really want me to throw more money at this joker?
Oh, come now, Arvie. Do it for me. Even better, do it for Mars.
Fine, as long as I don't have to deal with it.
Wonderful. Oh, I can already feel it in my core. This event is going to do wonders for the society.
If you're happy, I'm happy. Now, I thought cameos were supposed to be short. How much longer is this gonna take?
We just have to finish this shot and Darlene's done for the day.
I'll wait in the car. There's too many people crammed into this shoebox. There's not supposed to be this many people here. There's a fire hazard. There's many people in this room.
Have you ever dated a scientist, Dalton?
I dated a zookeeper. Does that count?
My Harvey can be difficult, but he's of that special breed of man, you know. No time for tomfoolery. He has scores of people to lead and all of humanity to serve.
Right, no point in being nice to them.
Precisely.
I got the new lipstick.
Oh, thank God. Let's redo Darlene's makeup, then reset and take it from the top.
I'll do her makeup.
Yo, it's cool. I can do it.
And I can drive with my eyes closed, but that doesn't mean I should. I'll handle it.
Whatever. I got enough to do.
Mr. Chambers wasn't very torn up over Ravi's death.
I think the planet could blow up and Arvid Chambers wouldn't bat an eye. Maybe complain about the inconvenience. What does Darlene see in him?
Guy's loaded. It's his taste I gotta wonder about.
I see what you're saying.
Hi, we're back.
You guys are not gonna believe what we found in the base. There's this massive...
Shh! Darlene Chambers is in the makeup room. We'll regroup once filming's done and she's far, far away from the building.
Sure, Dale. We'll wait and crafty until you're finished. Is Darlene doing a decent job?
I finally found someone who can overact Spencer.
I heard that.
I could totally stop someone.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, babe, you can barely handle seeing a paper cut.
If I was trapped on a spaceship and an alien was attacking me, I think I could find it in me to stab it in the heart.
Unless this alien has multiple hearts, then you're screwed.
Wait, when did we establish the alien has more than one heart?
You go for the brain. No brain, no problem.
Well, what if it's a nice alien and the whole eating the crew thing is a misunderstanding?
It's actively eating people. Sorry, this catering the Chambers ordered is divine.
I don't think aliens even exist. Give me another sandwich.
What? We live in an infinite universe. Infinite. And you don't think that maybe, just maybe, somewhere light years away from Earth, another intelligent species could exist?
Nope.
I can't. I need a puff pastry.
Okay. New scenario. Aliens invade Earth. How long do you think you'd survive?
I'd take an alien invasion over directing Darlene Chambers ever again.
You guys are done? They're gone?
Yeah, they're gone.
That was without a doubt one of the most painful filming experiences I ever endured. And I was in Cannibal Breakfast.
Yo, are those Monte Cristos?
Hell yeah, have one.
So, did Darlene try to convert you to her Mars cult?
No, but her assistant, Suzette, tried to take over the set. I couldn't get through one take without a helpful suggestion from her.
That woman's obsessed. That scene should have taken 2 hours tops. We were well up on our fourth by the time we wrapped.
She literally kept yelling cut.
It was outrageous.
And Arvid Chambers came by. For a genius, he's kind of an asshole.
Most geniuses are. Not me, though.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually glad to do something besides direct this movie. So, Morgan, you mentioned you discovered something at the base?
Well, just to be completely upfront, I didn't discover anything.
So, the trip was a bust?
Actually,
I got into the secret room.
What?
Pay up, girl.
Okay, fine. Here, man.
That a 20?
Herman, you bet against me?
I always go for the dark horse. Bigger payoff.
Hear that? I'm a horse.
Can we get back to the super secret room in the pretend Mars base? What did you see, Buck?
I went to Mars.
I was right. Teleports. Give me that 20 back, bro.
Damn. Here you go.
Do you two bet on everything?
We never really spend the 20.
Keep your money for now, Herman. No teleports. What I meant was I went to the Darlene Chambers version of Mars. That door opened to an elevator, and it took me and Wendy down to this humongous underground dome with blue skies and sparkly red beaches and wave pools. Imagine like a sci-fi attraction at a theme park.
With brides and everything?
No, but if you dropped the huge roller coaster in the middle, it would totally make sense.
Save for the one occasion in which I played a scientist, I'm no scientist. But even I know that Mrs. Chambers' interpretation of Mars is dreadfully inaccurate.
Darlene doesn't care about accuracy. She wants her Mars fantasy. But to build and maintain something like Buck describes underground, good God, you'd need...
An obscenely rich husband?
Probably.
So Darlene Chambers is another eccentric rich lady with way too much time on her hands. So what?
But it's totally scary cult stuff. Why do something so weird and expensive in secret?
Actually, Wendy kind of thought the same thing. She thinks it's all part of their power over impressionable kids or something.
Okay, but how does it tie into Ravi's death?
Oh, that's the other thing. Wendy told me the Mars Alliance Society has a competition each year for a scholarship prize, and Ravi was a strong contender. The recipient gets a load of cash, and the winner of this year's competition gets to go to Mars.
Real Mars or Dome Mars?
The real Mars.
How?
Darlene's husband,
Arvid.
He's a big-time scientist for the government and gets to select one of the crew members for that Mars mission in a couple years.
Darlene told me about this competition. The Mars Prize. She said it's Suzette's little program.
Given our Suzette's behavior on film sets, I can only imagine she has some very particular ideas about who should be the recipient of the prize.
You think she'd go so far as to murder someone to rig the competition?
The woman's mad. Anything's possible.
Wendy said the winners are usually the ones drinking the Marsology Kool-Aid.
It's Flavor Aid.
Huh?
It's a common misconception that they drink Kool-Aid, but it was actually... You know what? It doesn't matter. Suzette's definitely pinging the culprit radar.
We can't go pointing fingers just yet. Suzette Saunders is intense, but we need real evidence before we can tie her to Robbie's death. Buck, did Wendy mention anyone else who had a shot at winning that competition?
Personally, I think Wendy should get it for this thing she's making with tubes and stuff to keep you alive.
Life support system, dude?
Right. But her friend Randall also has a pretty good shot at getting it.
Jesse, see if you can put together a list of likely winners from whatever might just be online.
Already on it.
I don't think the murder has anything to do with that. Darlene is running a cult. Cults are bad. People get killed. Vying for power, proving their loyalty, eliminating the unfaithful.
I say, we've been talking a lot about suspects and motive. Aren't we forgetting about the means? How does someone die of asphyxiation after removing the helmet of a costume spacesuit in the Arizona desert? Some kind of post-hypnotic suggestion? An exotic poison?
Remember, he could have been killed somewhere else, and the whole scene was staged for us to find. Did you guys see anything in your tour of the base that looked like it could do that to a person?
Plenty of air in the dome, Mars. Maybe I didn't see everything that was down there.
I didn't see anything like that either. And if there was, wouldn't the police have found it already?
They're not telling us anything.
So then you guys must still be suspects.
Yeah, Dalton, I know you don't like Jessie doing this, but maybe we should try to access what the local police might have.
Thank God, just in time. Okay, listen, people, no hacking the police. This morning I asked Ned to look into what's going on.
You what?
Dalton, you know we don't like to hang with your friend, the G-Man.
I know, but relax. He's already come and gone, just as you guys were getting here. Showed up out of the blue. I had no idea.
Oh, like that's a coincidence.
It's not. He found out I was here and stopped by.
Oh my God, so he tracks your activities or something?
No. I mean, I don't know.
He's totally tracking your activities.
And this is okay with you?
Look, I know you guys don't trust Ned, but don't worry, he's not coming back here. I just need to call and see what he's learned, okay? Hey, Ned. The gang's all here. Can I put you on speaker so everyone's comfortable? Okay, what do you got?
Well, guys, that's just it. I wish I did have something for you. First of all, I've been trying to speak to these Marsologists, and they've all lawyered up.
Oh, so Mr. Fed doesn't like people exercising their right to an attorney. Imagine that.
Nice to hear your voice too, Ms. Wilson. It's not that, it's just, lawyers or not, no one will talk to me.
And there really were no leads at the scene at all?
Apparently there were so many footprints and small vehicle tracks in the area around the base that at least nothing could be determined from the scene that way.
Damn it. If only we could have looked ourselves.
Probably too late now. While the base will remain closed to the broader public, and thus closed to any movie making, I'm afraid, they got a new batch of occupants permitted to arrive on Monday.
Ned, Spencer here. If they're letting a new crop of kids come in, then they must have ruled out murder, surely.
It's being treated as an unexplained death for now, but the case isn't yet closed. I don't know for how long, though. Seems like they all just want to put the matter behind them. The Chambers have a lot of influence with the local politicians, so the police are under pressure to open the facility as soon as possible.
Typical.
I agree, Miss Brown. Every public official for miles around is scared about upsetting the chambers and their organization. When people are scared, they stop doing their jobs. In fact, I tried to find out if any forensic evidence was gathered from the space costume the victim was wearing. Hair, fibers, fingerprints. No reports seem available. Apparently it was returned to the Mars Alliance almost immediately.
Great. No witnesses to question, no crime scene to investigate, no evidence to examine. What is it, Morgan?
He lied to me.
Who lied?
Preston! He told me he didn't want the spacesuit back. He acted like the police held on to it, but I bet he's had it this entire time.
That's the operations guy at the base, right, Ms. Devane? That is actually something I can confirm. A Preston O'Connor received the spacesuit at his office at the local Mars Alliance Center.
There has to be a reason he would lie. The costume's gotta be important.
It either incriminates or embarrasses someone. This Preston person or someone he's protecting. The Chambers?
We need that fake spacesuit.
You're right. It's our only lead left. Ned, if we can get a hold of it, will you tell me where I can send it for forensic testing? Someone you trust?
I'll send you the contact after we hang up. Otherwise, I'm afraid I didn't quite catch what you guys were just saying. Must be a bad connection.
Right. Must be. Okay, thanks, Ned.
Good luck.
Well, I guess my talk with Preston wasn't a total failure.
Why? What happened with you and Preston?
Oh, wow. Look at the time. I gotta look at my lines for the next scene. Bye.
We have to assume the spacesuit is still in Preston's office at the Mars Alliance Center.
I'll go get it.
Careful, bro.
Yeah, please, Herman, be discreet.
Ah, the sweet smell of espionage. I will, of course, accompany dear Herman on this mission. We'll need disguises. Now, Herman, I suggest we discuss the details of our alter egos. Who are these men? What in their lives has brought them to the Mars Alliance Center?
No.
Think they'll get the spacesuit?
I hope so. Now, we should get back to what we came to Arizona for. Making this movie.
I'll prep the tentacles.